love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
Finds the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
So the PI penalty cost the defense 15 and a fresh first down for the O's. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Leaves it with the back. Fights off a defender. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Got his man quickly.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. They'll try to run for it.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Throws to the wideout. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate, give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. The aerial assault continues. He's got his man. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Lets it go to the end zone. Finds his big tight end. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Fires to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
Decision coming up here. I'm kicking a field goal, though, David. First drive of the game. You want to pay it off and just put some points in.
Well, and see, I'd go for the touchdown because here's the thing. I'm going to make them go the length of the field, almost 100 yards. Even if I get stopped, I'm starting this game aggressive.
He'll toss it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, San Diego State. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Eastern Michigan's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
That'll do it for the quarter, guys, and San Diego State is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Fast motion from the offense. Give to Brown. Nice move there. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Defense wants to bring the heat. They go to the ground. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
On second down, he'll fire. The throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Shotgun snap on third down. It's caught along the sidelines, but he's out of bounds. Would have had the first down if he could have stayed in the field of play. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. On the move, it's Welch. Makes a move. There he goes. Open it up. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Defense. Special teams coaches always want their guys to be physical. Maybe that was a little too much. Unnecessary roughness is the call. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Let's go. One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Aztecs.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas A&M is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly making this easy for the 12th man. This is a tight one in College Station. They're up by 4 over Texas State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his big tight end.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Wants to pass it. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They've got the screen set up. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Welsh. He gets a block. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you wanted. The offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Listen, I know that's not a huge game, and those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a 4th quarter game.
To the air, it's O'Neal. Gets open down the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the 1st half. This is a good start.
I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. Looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. The Aztecs will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Now the play fake. Pressure coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And here's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Makes the grab and gets the foot in bounds, and it'll be a 1st down. third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, 2nd and long from the 11. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
At the 20-yard line. Number 14 in punt formation to kick it away.
On the return, it's Welch. He's got great speed. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Ypsilanti. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
And the Aztecs will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense.
And they got him for the sack.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there, and you can tell just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that one.
And you got to wonder if this offense is going to go for it here. They're trailing now by a lot. I know there's a lot of football still to go, and I know they're on their own end of the field, but just kind of get the feeling their defense hasn't gotten a ton of stops. They may need to stay out there, and they're going to need this quarterback to make a play.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
To the air, it's O'Neal. Lets it fly. He makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice game.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Wants to throw on second down. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Caught over the middle. It's Welsh. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. 2nd and 2, and 4 receivers spread all over the field. He's looking to throw. It's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. The Aztecs are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it from the red zone. Going for 6. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you've got to be dialed in. You've got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting it in tight windows is tough to do, and he failed on that play right there.
Comes out throwing on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Clock winds inside, a minute to play here in the 3rd. On second down, he's looking downfield. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. That'll do it for the quarter, guys, and San Diego State is on top. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Here comes the offense on second down. They keep attacking through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. And the Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Fires left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that's where quarterbacks, you know, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete to the right. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He got it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they need. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the...
And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose! Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Dude, you're in such a great position. You got the lead, clock's winding down. I got to put...
Got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run.
Listen, the offense stars those plays where they want to get their playmakers the ball, and the defense understands it as well. I got to know, when that guy comes in motion, he's a legit threat. They did, and you could tell they pulled the trigger and went and made a nice play.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Aztecs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On his way back from the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Now on 2nd down. Off the play fake. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
What a nice play by the defense. Not only get pressure, get the sack. Why is that big? The clock continues to run now. The offense is going to be in scramble mode. They're down, and they're fighting the clock.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
And that is a back-breaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
He'll start this drive firing. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. From the gun to give, looking for room. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This is a third and long. Wide out in motion. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Wide open, he makes the catch. Flying down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Eagles.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Looking downfield, it's O'Neal. He's going to let it go. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, San Diego State. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They'll need to be very sound here, limit this return, and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled.
And he's still running after the move. All kinds of running room. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Feeling some heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, at this point of the game, the defense now is substituting their personnel. They've got their dime package in the game. There's a lot of DBs out there. They know this offense is going to have to throw the football to climb back in this game.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, guys, 4th quarter, you're trailing. You know that they're going to be throwing the ball and trying to be aggressive and try to climb back into this one. Couldn't come up with it there on 2nd down. Let's see what happens on 3rd.
Fires toward the end zone. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.